Okay, so motor's out of the lathe. As you may have noticed, you need to take it out the side. The side wasn't accessible, so I needed to move the lathe to get to it. This here is the motor that's come out of the lathe, which is, I'm afraid, dead. This one I bought this week. It's exactly the same carcass. It's not the same motor, but it's exactly the same carcass. It's got a reducer on it, which we don't need. It's single speed, so we're going to have to live with a single speed lathe work for the moment, but the price makes it worthwhile. I looked at getting this one rewound. The quote I was given was €973, which made me cough a bit. This entire motor, which isn't perfect, but is at least the windings are in good condition, cost me €30 plus a bit of petrol. Now it doesn't have the same end on it. This one's got a collar mounting to go to the reducer, and this has its own collar mounting on it, so I'm probably going to need to do some chopping and changing of parts between the motors. This is why I bought this one. It's got exactly the same carcass. The part number's pretty much the same. It's more powerful. This is 1.25 horsepower. This is 2 horsepower. That's the bonus of not being a 2-speed motor, I guess. But otherwise it's the same. The only thing that's likely to hold us back is if the rotors don't have the same end on them. If we don't have the same end on the rotor, things might get a little bit interesting. But anyway, we're going to see how it goes. First thing to do, drain the oil out of here, separate this from it so its mounting flange is off, and see where we go from there. So it's a bit of a faff to get that off. Problem we've got here is that the rotor is not the same between the two motors, which is not entirely surprising, I suppose. That's a bit of a pain in the ring. I need to go in further. Well, no idea if that's going to come out, but the rotor is out. Inside the block here, everything's clean. So what we're going to do now is remove the rotor from the other motor and see where we go with that. Well, more sad news. Yeah. The rotors are not interchangeable. This one is 2mm larger than the other and will not drop into the windings, into the stator of the other motor, which is a bugger. The caps won't change because the ends of the rotors are not the same either. The other one is 25 with no keyway, and then a little bit that's 20 with a keyway there for the gear. This one is 24 with a keyway all along. This does not make me a happy bunny.